Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. All right, we're gonna get started here. Um, let me. I hope everyone is having a good morning. Uh, it's Tuesday. Let's see what the market give us today. I'm hoping that we can get a setup and get in a pretty good trade. See if we can make some money this morning. Yesterday, um, I I just couldn't really find the right setup or nothing that I wanted to get in necessarily, but when I finished the live, maybe about an hour later, um, I did see a setup and I was able to get in and bought up like one or two contracts, option contracts, and I think it was on the SPY. And I think I made about 220, made about $220. I'm just hoping that the market provides something this morning where you'll be able to see it. Um, a lot of the action been happening in pre-markets. Let me open this up here. You can see how actually you can see it on the daily as well over here on the left side of the screen. You can see that it had a nice pop. We gapped up again right here. Let me make it stretch it out. Yeah, we gapped up pretty big actually. We gapped up above the 200 moving average. And we had that, oh my goodness, that's from yesterday. It gapped up over. And that was, it eventually turned into a pretty good move. But in the five on the 15 minutes, let's go to the 5 minute. Looked like we had a little gap up here on the 5 minute. Let's see here. We had the CPI, yeah. Where did it go? What happened here? Let me take VWAP off. Yeah. See that? Take the 9 off. And now you can see that gap from here to here. We gapped up in the pre-market. Well, actually that was yesterday. No, I'm looking at it wrong. I'm sorry. That was actually yesterday pre-market. It actually gapped down. Let me stretch it out so I can see it. Yeah, just a little bit, but we still in a more of an uptrend. Let me go back to. Let me go to the 15. All right. Yeah, we still continues this rather uptrend. See that right there? And draw a trend line here. Still kind of going uptrend like that. And then um, we had some good news, I guess, with the CPI. I got a notification here. Stock open mixed as CPI rises at slowest pace in 4 years. But I saw something earlier. Let's see here. All right. At any rate, I thought the CPI numbers came out. I thought they were saying that it came out pretty good. I don't know, but I don't care. We're gonna trade what the market gives us. All right, we trade with the charts. So let's see what they're gonna give us. Let me go here to the SPY on my screen here. All right, let's do this. All right, I'm gonna take that trend line. There we go. Take this. Yeah, Well, we actually hit my target from yesterday. We finally got to 584 on the SPY. All right. Waiting on this first 15 minutes to first 15 to 30 minutes to get established. I'm not going to jump in. Oh, I need to add my own. I put my, where my 200 EMA? It must be above it. Way above. Hmm. Did I accidentally delete it or something? Okay. All right, let's go back and add that to that. Somehow my 200 EMA, did I accidentally hide it or something? I might have accidentally deleted it and added back to it. Might have simple moving average. Right. Mm. That's fine. Input, make it a 200. I don't know how I deleted that. Somehow I deleted my 200 EMA. Change the color back to red. Boom. Okay. There we go. I don't have no idea how I did that. Can you guys hear me pretty good? Can anybody hear me? If you can, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Let me go back to live chat here. All right, we just waiting to see. We waiting on a setup, get a clear direction to where the market is going to go before I start adding my my supports and resistance. I'm gonna wait the first 15 minutes. Look like the market want to go higher right now, but looking at the RSI, we already at on the 15-minute time frame, we already at near oversold territory. We at the 70 right now on the 15-minute. All right, so we have to see. We have some pretty good news. Let's see here. I'm at the moment. I am very, very, very bullish, but again, as always, things can turn around in a heartbeat. So we're just gonna trade with the chart. Trade with the chart. We are definitely at a level of resistance at the very moment. We are at resistance. Matter of fact, I'll go on and put a resistance line right here. Right there, because that's where we are. We're sitting at resistance right now. And we have 5 more minutes before we have 15 before we hit the 15-minute mark. If you look at morning structure or pre-market structure, this would be this right here. I got resistance as a support, but sometimes I get a little dyslexia, But anyway, we're at resistance, but we have, if we wanted to find a support, In the meanwhile, um, pre-market 580.25, that would be an area of support right here. If it were to come back down, we would definitely find support right here. Um, yeah, there and at least or 579 to be almost near exact. All right. Or this is where I would might be willing to buy. Like if we can come into from here, and if it come back down to here, it can bounce off of this, and then if it come into this little zone here, I might, but I have to see. There had to be a number of things that line up. Need a couple. We need a few. I would need a few confirmations out as we begin to build some kind of zone. We don't have a breakout this morning, that's for sure. It's not breaking out. I do like this volume bar here, but we just gotta wait and see. All right, let's go here. We just gotta give it some time. It's game of patience. Let me add. Do I want to add my VWAP? Let me add VWAP. I might want to lighten that band up. Let me lighten this band up some. It's too dark. I use that. I like it like that when I'm pretty much by myself. I need to thin it out. Visibility. Yeah. And then I need to, I don't care for those lines. The upper band. There we go. I add that back if I need to teach. But I added those yesterday just so you can kind of have a visual of those lines. So, all right. Let's just see. We definitely hear it resistance. Let me stretch the RSI. Let me MACD. Let me make it a little bit bigger. All right. Let's see if we're gonna pull back. 1 minute, it'd be 15 minutes, and we're gonna start a new candle. 30 seconds, less than 30, I mean a little over 30 seconds. All right, less than 20 seconds, less than 30 seconds. And Nvidia doing pretty good. Nvidia jumped up. Nvidia make a move. I know. Yeah, we got earnings on Nvidia coming up soon. All right, we're about to start a brand new candle. Let's see what happened here. Boom. Okay, here we go. So we can just leave that here. We got support right here, the first 15-minute candle here. Unless there's something gonna cause it to blast up, like some good volume or some good news to um trigger a breakout. Let's go back to add some hour. Let's go back, do this. Remember, although I don't like the fact that it's already above the 200, I mean above the RSI on the 70. That's not a good thing, right? It's already oversold. But that, I mean, good news doesn't matter. That this can change. But as it stands, we are already in oversold territory. That gives me the indication that it's going to pull back. At least bring it back. At least bring this thing back down to the center mark within the next 15 minutes. I don't know. We just have to let it play out. But ideally, if the confirmation was right, in my opinion, this is the way I trade. If it had been right here on the center line and it was pointing up, then I would be more bullish at this very moment. I'm bullish on the overall day. Why? Because on the daily, looking at the daily, the Bulls are in control. The whole candle is green, but there's a wick on the top and the bottom. There's more wick pulling from the bottom, suggesting that there's more momentum to the upside. Very small wick at the top, so there is a buying pressure. But again, we gapped up pretty good the last couple of days and it's holding up, so it can very well possibly pull back and come and retest the 200 on the daily. We definitely above the 200 on the daily, which is also a good sign that it can continue up. But we not even oversold. We getting closer to oversold. I'm talking about the overbought on the RSI on the daily, but not quite. We did real close, real close. So I'm expecting this to pull back, maybe a little bit, unless there's some good news or some kind of news catalyst that would cause it to just take off like a rocket from here. Other than that, I'm expecting a pullback to pull back from here. So, for example, if I was going to buy a put, this would be the time because we have strong resistance right here. We have resistance, right? I won't say strong, but we do have resistance. All right, so now we got the first 15 minutes established. Let's see, let's go to the 30 minutes for a moment here. Let's see. Indecision. See how it's coming up to this right here, and it's just holding right here. It peaked out, but it's still holding. So we gotta wait. Let's look at it on the MACD. The MACD curving over. This is pre-market here, however, and it's thinning it out, suggesting that it might want to take off and go up higher. But even on the RSI on the 30-minute time frame, look at it. We're sitting right there at overbought territory. So short term, although short term, I'm rather bearish. I think that we're gonna get a pullback here. Maybe, maybe not. We just have to see. But that's what it's indicating. But anything can change. So okay, let's go back to the 5 minute and see what it looked like. All right, we holding this. We holding here pretty strong. All right, and look, we pulling back. We kind of in the pre-market. The pre-market is just all of this grayed out or browned out color. I might change that color one day, but it's designed to show you morning and day and night, or night and day. The black here is the actual trading day from 8:30 Central Standard Time to 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're an hour behind New York time, but then we go into the night trading or aftermarket trading, and then at some, I think like 7 or 8 o'clock, it stops and then it opens back up. Or it closes, the whole market is closed at that moment. Then it opens back up in the morning time about 3:30 or 3 o'clock our time, somewhere like that, and then it goes all the way to 8:30, and then the market opens. So now the black is the actual trading day. We can get a breakout. I don't know, but at the end of the day, it need to close. We need a candle to open and close above this line. I don't particularly care that it's here at the RSI on the 5 minute time frame that is sitting here at the oversold. We sitting right here. I mean overbought. We touching overbought. But if we get a breakout, none of that matters. I mean, we would know if it's a breakout. Again, this thing will get to moving. Then let's look at the histogram bars. Let's look at these bars right here. See this right here, kind of giving me bullish on the 5 minute in the short term. short term. I don't know. Let me look at it. It's green. Let's look at the daily. I'm still rather bullish, just a tad bit. In the short term, I think we're going to get a pullback somewhere here. I might be wrong, but we just trade the market. That we just trade what it gives us. We just gotta wait. At any rate, we need a candle to close above this line. This is resistance. We still on resistance. I know the candle is pulling out, but the candle need to open in another candle, which this candle got 2 more minutes, a little rather 3 minutes. We still dealing with this line of resistance. Maybe if I turn it red, that would be better. We'll make it red. How about that? Red line of resistance. Just gotta wait. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Have 1 more minute. 1 minute for this candle. Again, I am expecting a pullback. It, and we all and we just about roughly 6 minutes. We're gonna have a full 30-minute candle. Mm-hmm. We also have a resistance right here because of this. This is the highs it went. This is the highs it went in the pre-market. Let's see something. Mm-hmm. See how it's acting as a resistance right here? That's pre-market, a pre-market high, meaning that in the pre-market it went up as high as it can go here. It went up, it went up. as high as it can go here, and then it pulled back. So let's see. We might get a breakout this morning. Let's see. I don't have look at. I don't have any news on. Let's see here. Let me go to CN, ABC, CNN, I usually try to have it on, just listening in the background, but I noticed on my live stream US OBS, if I turn it on, it blinks out and you can only hear it. I don't think they want us, somehow they block it so you can't see it, but you can hear it. So I get there's some kind of, all right, let's see, we're getting a breakout right here. Man, NVIDIA is pumping. Look at that. Woo. NVIDIA, see now this is this is over bought, but man, it came out of um pre-market, and just this is technically this is a breakout from it, but it can't, but of course you can't get into an option play in the pre-market. You can't trade options in pre-market. But man, look at that. It came out and just it's running. I have a leap option. I'm sure that's up pretty significantly now. Let me see what my leap option look like for Nvidia. Oh man, my whole portfolio didn't jumped up. So Nvidia pretty high. Yeah, man. At this moment, I'm up 100% on a leap option that I have on some contracts that I have. I'm up already 100%, and I'm sure it's gonna go up a little higher. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just gonna let it run. Um, it's a leap option. It's not a day trade. I trade leap options a whole lot different. I know it's gonna be a pullback, but I treat leap options like trading stocks or like stocks. And one of the things that I didn't mention yesterday when I showed you all my Nvidia yesterday, that same Nvidia long call option that I have on Nvidia. Um, I have surpassed the expiration date, the break even date on it. So it's way up. I think my break even when I got into this trade or into this option call, I think that the time to break even was only $104. So I bought it when it was down in the 90s. I bought these leap options when it was down in the 90s. 90 when it fell down to $90 when with the tariffs and all of that. And so we got earnings coming up, and so I'm expecting this to really, really do well. Like again, I'm up 100% at the moment. Of course, I know it can pull back. I'm not worried about that. I'm just gonna let those ride as long as I can. As long as I got plenty of time to deal with any fluctuation that runs up. I'm sure it can be up right now. I can take profit if I want to. It can be up. It's up now. For example, it can pull back 50%. I don't care. I know where it's going, and I know where my targets are, and I know we're gonna get there before my expiration. And here's the thing that I was getting ready to share. Let me go back to SPY because that's what we waiting on. Oh man, this whole thing is doing good. I think I'm about to take a play. I'm about to take me a trade. I think. Hold on a minute. It's like we getting a breakout or something. It's like it's starting to act like a breakout. I might have to try to catch this little wave right quick. Let me open it up. I'm going to. Oh, let's see here. Let's look at this. I want to show you guys about this one too. I learned about this one yesterday, but let's see here. SPY. I think I'm about to jump in this. Let's see here. Go to. I'm going 2 days out. I am going to go. I'm gonna go like $3 out of the money, and I'm just gonna get me a call option. It can pull back on about two contracts. See what happens. I already got a stop loss. Yeah. Okay. I just bought two contracts. I got a. I have a. Might pull back. I'm gonna give myself a little room for a pullback because we definitely in oversold. It's just looking. It's acting like a. It's giving me a breakout vibe, but it can pull back at any moment. This was our confirmation candle right here. I wasn't paying attention, but this candle was the candle to get in on right here. But I think we look like we having a breakout. So I can't see with my glasses on. I got all. I'm give myself some room in case we got a nice little pullback. So let's see how much I'm putting at risk. Not that much. Okay. Is it gonna break out? What's gonna happen? Is it gonna pull back or break out? I bought two contracts at $179 a piece. On each one of those contracts, I have a stop loss at 167 a piece. That's all I'm willing to put at risk. Period. This is how you win. You keep your stop loss, or you keep your losses. You keep your losses small, and you keep your wins big. You don't give all your profits up that you've made. So I like this green. I like these green bars. It's giving me a breakout. Man, this might be one of them mornings right there. This might be one of the mornings that we've been waiting on, that I've been waiting on to show you guys. So I'm hoping that this breakout, boy, it'll be beautiful. It looked like it's want to break out. Look at that. Come on. Man, if we get a breakout this morning, man, that thing will go all the way up here. Be looking good. I'm up only 2% now. This was the candle to get in on, but that's fine. You get in where you can. I wasn't paying attention, but there's a potential for me to still make some money. I got a I went 2 days out on on the strike price. I mean $2 out. I think $3 out on the strike price. I think I got the 589 strike price, and then I went 2 days out. I don't trade. I don't care to trade the 0 day to expire. I don't care to trade those the ODTs. Now a day like this, a ODT will do pretty good, especially in the morning time, and you get all this volume that we see here. Okay, so we're gonna pull back, or is it gonna continue to run? But anyway, I'm just up $6. That's it. It might pull back here, but I don't know. It looked like it wants to run, but I see the RSI beginning to curve over. So let's see if it's gonna pull back, or is it gonna just? If it's one of those mornings that it break out and just it would just keep going like it's going into the moon, into infinity. So we'll see. But anyway, let's see how it play out. But anyway, I guess if we break out, I would move my stop loss up about 586 if it get up there. It might turn around and pull back though right now. Let's see. Um, I lost my other thought, but anyway, I'm seeing it like it want to break out. Let me go and look at the daily. Ooh, oof. So where's oh, I'm liking this. Man, it's starting to look like a breakout. Man, come on. Where is resistance? Where we go? if we get a breakout, we might get us a doggone we might get us a couple few dollar move here. It's trying to break out. Have to wait and see where's we right here. We go here. If we can break out, we might get another $3 move to like 588. But we can pull back from here. But if we get it's acting like a breakout. It might just be one of these mornings. But we just that I've been waiting on, and we might just get this breakout, and we might get another $3 here. And if it's a real good breakout, it'll go even higher than that. But look at that. Ooh, whoa. Come on, baby. Print, 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 baby. Print. Come on now. Woo. We need this baby to print, baby. Woo. Come on now. Good Lord. Come on. Man, if this thing, come on. Come on, baby. Break out, baby. I'm up just $22. What I'm gonna do is come on, print, print, baby. We need this baby to print, baby. Come on, this is what we've been waiting on a morning like this. I'm up $42, 10%. I'm about to move my stop loss up, baby. I don't care about none of that. I'm taking profits. I'm locking in some gains, baby. I'm moving my stop loss up. I don't care. I see. Oh, come on, baby. Woo! I don't know to put my glasses on, take them off. Oh man, y'all, I'm gonna calm down. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Come on, baby. We look like we got us a breakout. Come on, baby. At any rate, I'm in profit. This time on mornings like this, I just move my stop loss. Period. I just keep it in profit. So I just take what if some bad news turn around and knock it back down, I just take what I get. But at the moment, it looked like it wants to break out. But you got to give yourself some room to let it grow. If it's a breakout, you just got to let it go, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. It looked like it's trying to break out. My goodness, boy, look at that. Okay. All right, I'm up 14%. I'm about to take profit. I'm taking profit. I just took that, and I see if it's gonna run, then I get out. I get back in. All right, I took profit. I took profit at 13%. I take it. Let's see what it's gonna do. I pulled out because I'm seeing the momentum slowing down just a little bit. I wait to a retest, and it might bounce off of. It might pull back just a little bit because this is a breakout. I think we're having a breakout here, but it's still gonna have a little pullback, and it can pull back. And I'm looking at the RSI. It can come back. This see how it's curving over. It might come and bounce off of this and then continue up. I see a breakout for today. This is a breakout morning. That's what it's acting like. Yes, sir. Um, maybe it's the CPI report. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is this thing looking good, and it can pull back. And I wouldn't mind it pulling back and coming retesting this line right here, and then take off even higher. So I just want to wait and see. Made a quick 45 bucks. I only bought 2 contracts, man. If I had bought 10 contracts, that'd have been nice. But I'm a base hitter. I'm a base hitter. It'd have been nice if I had got in on this candle. If I had got in on this candle right here. But man, this thing look like it's about to pop. Let's just see. I catch the wave. Ooh. Let's look at it. The daily. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, boy. This thing is running. It's running. It's running. It's running. Let's see if it's gonna just run, run, run. See if we're gonna run, run, run. If it's a serious breakout, man, you can get in. If it's like it's just gonna keep going all the way up, man, you gonna it just get in. I look at the volume bars coming back in. Yep, we are oversold. I mean, we are overbought. It can curve back over like this and come back in. But if it's a serious breakout, it would just keep mooning. Like you see how look at stretch it down. You see how it's peaking out. This thing can go up even higher. Look at it. It's doing it now. Oh, it's a lot of buyers. It's a wow. This thing pretty. What Nvidia doing? Oh, Nvidia is doing well too. Nvidia might be what's causing it to run like this. But I also see that. Look at that. Look at all of that. Man, Nvidia is on fire. Golly. Let's see what Tesla doing. Tesla just trading rather normal. See what a firm doing right quick. A firm, it did really well in the pre-market. Pulled it and it kind of pulled back a couple of dollars. See what's Google, Google, Google still trying to make its way, make a comeback. All right, let's go back here. Oh, look at that junk, man. It's ready. It is ready, baby. It's ready. I'll get me 2 more contracts. It's go. It's going. It's going. This junk is moving. It's moving. We got a breakout, folks. Oh, baby, we got a breakout. We got ourselves a breakout. We have a breakout, folks. We got a breakout, people. It's printing. Oh, this bad boy is printing. Come on, baby. Ooh, it's printing, baby. Ah, that junk is printing, boy. I'm trying to tell you. I'll put my junk in profit right now. I'll put it up in profit. I'll move my stop loss in profit, baby. I'm in profit. I don't care. I'm in. Let it keep moving. Oh, they're just moving, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, I love it. I'm in profit. Let's see if it's going to. It might kick me out before I can move it. I want to give it a little room. It kicked me out. All right. It kicked me out. Oh, I made an extra 62 bucks. Dog it, it kicked me out. I was trying to get it back. We in a technical breakout, folks. It done broke out. But now, this is another thing I want to point out. It's still a breakout, but it can pull back. Let me show you something. It could pull back here. We so far out of this band on the VWAP band that it tends to want to pull back into the band. But if it's a breakout, then I'm looking at I go to the RSI. It can bounce off of this RSI and then just continue to move. So there's gonna be some profit taking. There's gonna be some profit taking. They're gonna take profit. So it's gonna pull back. Let me see here. All right. Let's go back here. Come on, why is my phone acting up? But it can just keep going. And then I just keep jumping right in. Anytime that there is when there's a breakout, like when it just really breaks out and it's mooning, do not try to buy a put, you're gonna get smoked. If it's a pullback, it's just gonna be a little pullback. But if you trying to trade and you trying to find resistance on a breakout and thinking that it's gonna pull back hard on a morning breakout like this, you're gonna get smoked. You trade with the trend. It's hard to stop a bull when it's running, boy. I'm trying to tell you. And it's printing right now. This thing is printing. I see resistance at 588. I'll jump in again and get to catch that little wave right there. Man, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's a breakout. It's a breakout. Somehow my something is happening. Why is this thing not working? What is going on here? It's messing me up. And my phone's sticking. Oh man, this thing's sticking, man. What is the problem? It won't let me buy the contract. My phone's stuck. Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. All right, I might have missed my entry on that. It's about to hit 588, and I'm not gonna get in. I don't know what happened. My phone locked up. I don't know what happened. Man, I was trying to get me about 10. I was gonna buy 10 contracts right quick. But anyway, maybe it locked up for a reason. I trust that the Lord is always on my side. For those of you that may not be religious, I'm sorry, I am. I have resistance at 588. I will wait. And see what happens. 587, 588. Where was the resistance at right there? And okay, we got one right here as well. So let's just see. Let's see how many times it's touching here. Oh yeah, right here. We got resistance right here. Right where we are, we have resistance. But we in a breakout. All right, we got resistance right here as well. See if it's gonna blast through there and go on and touch that right here. That 588. That's why I saw right here. Boom. Mm. We might pull back now. Let's see. All right. See right here, 587.90. I had it at 588, but looked like it might have already touched that. But again, I wouldn't buy at this moment. You can do whatever you want, but I wouldn't buy a put. Not on the morning like this. Not on. I would have to wait and see. I mean, of course, I do see these bars coming out right here. Look at that. But I would want to see the momentum starting to die off or pull, die off. You can make money here, but you taking a chance because you're fighting against a bull that's trying to push it up. Day is the whole daily candle is just straight up green. So we okay. Let's see here. We did come up and hit this resistance right where we are now. We definitely have resistance. Let's see how much of a pullback. Again, on the daily, let's look at this VWAP band. See the little outer band? This white line is the VWAP. Center line is the white line is the VWAP. Usually, when you have these candles come out of above the VWAP band for so long, eventually it wants to come back into the band. So let's just see if it's gonna come back and retest the 9 and perhaps bounce off of the 9 moving average right here, that blue line. It can probably pull back from here, come and retest this line, and then take off higher, possibly. Or it can just pull all the way back. It's just been in my experience, when we have technical breakouts, and it been times, and I'm not saying this is just one of those times, but there have been times when we have super breakouts like this, and you bought a put right here, and that junk just keep going up and up and up because you thought that it was over and it was gonna pull over. I've been trapped like that, and it just keep going and going, and it's like, man, I thought it was gonna pull back. No, baby, it just keep going and going, and you just sitting there looking crazy because you done bought a put right here, and it don't do anything. Now we at a, it doesn't go. It just keep going up, and you're like, is it ever gonna come back? It been times where I was trading with these guys on live trading one time, and I was trading with them, and man, they lost a lot of money too. And they bought puts in a morning like this, just like this. They bought puts right here. Um, and it just kept going. It's just the candles just kept stacking. Like it did this for a moment, and they bought a put, but it did was like sideways, and then another candle came up right here, and it just all throughout the day just kept going up and up and up and up. And they was like, oh, it's gonna come back. They going back and forth to different accounts and trying to recoup some of their losses and buying a put every time it go up. Well, when it get to this line, it's gonna pull back. And when it get to this line, when it get to the next level of when it get to this resistance, oh, it's gonna pull back, and then it blast through there, and it just keep blasting through all the resistance. And man, before the day was out, man, some of the one guy lost about $30,000. Another other ones, 7,000, 8,000, 10,000, and they were just so hopeful that it was gonna come back. And I said, no, boys, brother, y'all, you might as well just go on and take your losses. It ain't coming back. It's not coming back. And sure enough, it didn't come back. It's when you have those breakouts like that. Just say if it break out be up above this resistance that we have right here, and a candle break out above, and then it start doing this, and it just start going up like this, keep going up. It ain't coming back. Period. Today, I don't. It'll go up and stay up here. So we did get a little print here. I was hoping that it go on and just break out and just keep going up, and then we get candles all the way up here, you know, and it just go from here, and it just shoot up. Let me do this. Just go up from here and just dash that like this right here, right? And it won't pull back. It'll just do this, pull back like this, and then start going sideways for the rest of the day. That's a supersonic breakout right there. And I've seen that happen so many times, and it looked like it's trying to do the same thing right here. Look at that. We finding some we finding some structure here. Look at that. Some consolidation. We finding some consolidation right here. Look at that. I'm telling you, this is and the RSI just don't matter. It will just keep going up and up to infinity too. So let's see if we get it. Let me take this off. Um, if we get let me see if I can get this. Grab this. If we get another candle to open and close above this, that's when I get back in. I'm gonna ride the gravy train, baby. I'm gonna ride the gravy train all the way up. Let's see here. Let me see. Let's go back and see what. Ooh, my Nvidia is. I'm sure it's to the moon. I'm up 100 over. I'm probably up a whole man. Yeah, I'm up 106% on that one, and I got plenty room to grow. All of my, all as it stands, all of my leap options are up pretty significant. I only have one. I should have bought 3 or 4 contracts when the firm pulled back. I was so busy looking at this stuff, you know, working on videos for, long term videos or whatever, and I missed the pullback on a firm. A firm is one of those companies that loan money. Y'all, I'm sure you've heard of a firm. You can make increment payments on products that you buy and stuff like that. Those companies do much better in a good economy. When people are spending money, and they want it now. So I bought expiration dating. I mean, all the way to 2026. We're gonna see it do better. Stuff, things like SoFi, Affirm, PayPal, all of those companies they do very well when we have a interest rate come down, especially SoFi, um, and the interest once they get interest rate to come down, people they can now pass the savings on or give you the impression you're getting a saving, by saying, hey, you can get a card. Like even Legacy, like the banks or the credit unions even do even better when the interest rate come down because they can offer a lower interest rate to their customers. And so they borrow money from the Fed a lot cheaper. Okay, we're starting to get a little pullback here. It's still not pulling back hard. Notice that. It's just, let's just do this. It's not pulling back hard. It's just staying stuck right here. It's either gonna break. Now we at a good breakout zone. It's either gonna break out to the upside or to the downside. But anyway, PayPal, Firm, all of these guys, these companies do very well when it comes down to lending money. And so when the interest rate finally come down, and people ready to start buying, buying stuff or buying whatever they want, whatever the stuff they want, um, that's when that's when they do well. So anytime you have SoFi, Affirm, PayPal, man, if they have a major pullback, just load up. That's my opinion. It's either gonna now we in this zone right here. It's either gonna pull back. Remember I said we back looking at SPY. It tends to want to pull back into the VWAP band. I'm still not buying a put. Period. I need a confirmation that we definitely gonna pull back. Look at it. It's hovering over the overbought. It can still bounce off. It can still bounce off of the 70 on the RSI, which look at it. We're getting real close to the 9. We're getting really close to coming right here, touching the 9. And we might bounce off of here. All right. But I have a strong confirmation if a candle open and close and stay below this red line right here, that we're going to pull back to at least to VWAP. All right. But we're getting real close to the 9, and it can pop and just go back up. We just got a lot of good momentum this morning to the upside. I'm looking at it on the daily. There's a wick coming out of the top, suggesting that we do have a little small pullback, not big. You just have to wait. I wouldn't do anything right here. I wouldn't touch it. I'm not touching it. Period. Move these markings off here. All right. I should have. When I'm doing these live trades because I'm I have not been used to doing this, or this is not something I just usually be sitting here by myself, trading by myself every day, or when I do trade. So because I'm trying to talk to you guys and trying to give you teach you how to trade, I guess, or teach you what I do. Uh, I'm not saying my way is the right way, the best way. It's just this is what I do. I trade, and I've been very successful this way. Uh, there are other traders out there. They might trade a little bit different, um, and you can make money. Just find a strategy and stick with it, and you'll just make money regardless. Um, but anyway, um, I haven't been taking a whole lot of contracts. Um, just buying five and six, $10,000 worth of or $2,000 worth of contracts at one time because I want to when I get into money that heavy, I need to be more focused. But I'm learning how. I, I think just look at it like this. I look at it like driving a car. When you first drive a car, you're a little shaky, and but the more you drive, the more time you have under the steering wheel, you get better at driving. Okay, well you meet doing live trading and stuff and talking to people. This is like I'm sitting under the steering wheel, and I'm not willing to take as much risk with money, and I'm trying to do this. If I was by myself, oh, I'd drop $5,000 or $6,000 in a heartbeat. I buy five and six, 10 and 15, 20 contracts at one time. But I'm focused. I'm like I'll focus. I'm zoned out. I'm all into it, and I'm moving my stop loss. See how just earlier I'm getting all excited and stuff, and I'm pumped and all of that. I'm not about to do all of that with that amount of money. And I'm not used to doing this live stuff because I'm looking at this chart. I got a chart over here. I got a screen over here. I got a screen right here. I got my phone right here. I got the main thing sitting in front of me. I'm looking at getting another monitor to set over here. So I got a lot going on, and I got to get used to doing that. Once I get used, probably gonna take me maybe a month or so of doing this. Doing this. Um, that once I get more comfortable, get a little bit more time, then I'll take on bigger contracts. I mean, take on more contracts, and um, we all see some make significant gains on all of us be able to make some money. But let me say this too. I'm creating a Discord right now, and I'm trying to get it all the kinks work out. Um, but here's the deal with the Discord. Yes, I will be charging. Um, it's gonna be like 10 to $15 a month or something like that. But that's where I'm gonna end up moving my live trades to that. I still would be doing live trading here, but I'm gonna shorten the days. And then I would go to live trading with whoever joined my Discord, or whichever one. I don't know which one of these Discords I'm gonna use. I don't know. I might just use the WAP. I'm having a hard time getting that set up. I already have Discord for my personal for me personally. But anyway, I will be doing, and let me explain why. I will be doing most of my live trading on Zoom. The reason why is that when I'm trading live on YouTube, or when I've traded with other YouTubers that do live trading and they use YouTube to do their lives, when they are when they're giving a signal to their audience or their subscribers or those who are part of their Discord, when they give a signal to buy, there's a delay in the time. There's a time delay. They might get in, and by the time they get in, when they get in, you might be about 5 minutes behind, or 3 or 4 minutes behind, or a minute or two behind, and you jump in at the wrong time because there is a time lapse with with the feed on YouTube that comes to those who are watching live. Like for example, I got my iPad open right now. I see myself talking to you guys right now, but it's a it's like a 2 or 3 minute, maybe a minute or so delay on my iPad. Like I'm talking now, and then at least a minute later, I hear what I just said. Well, that's not good if you're trading live unless you are watching the charts yourself in your time. You have to have, whether you use Weibo or whether you use Trading View. I like to use Trading View. Matter of fact, I'll open up Weibo and let you see what Weibo look like. If a lot of traders use Weibo, this is what Weibo look like if you want to look at their chart, right? Let's look at this their chart if you want to do that. But my whole point is you want to be able to look at it. You want to be able to be looking at it at this. What, yeah, see, there's a delay. I'm looking at. Okay. You want to be able to see it live or while, if you're on YouTube, you want to have it. You want to have Weibo or TradingView, whatever platform you use to look at the charts, so you can see where to get in at if if I give you a signal or a buy signal, and a buy signal would be I'm about to get in. A sell signal would be I'm getting out right here, or I might say, hey, look, this is a good time to take profit. All right. Um, but I don't want it to be that when I say these things that there's a delay and you trying to get in and get out. This is what caused, in my opinion, this is what has caused a lot of confusion with a lot of other 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 YouTubers who trade or day trade. Um, People get frustrated. You told me to get in, and I got in and lost my money, and it's not their fault. It's just not their fault. It's just there's a delay in the time. But I used to use Weeble. I just don't have enough tools on here like I like. And like for example, watch this. I'm using my mouse to open and close. See how there's a delay even in that. I ain't got time for all that. Let's go back to Trading View. See, I can go there. I don't have that glitch. I don't have the delay and glitch. All right, we getting back into the band again, just a little bit, but it's riding above the band. It did peak in on this green candle. It peaked in, so now we went up and we're now going sideways. All right, we going up and going sideways. Now you have to wait. You just have to wait. And what time is it? I'm gonna stay to 10. If I don't get a moving by 10, I'm gonna be leaving, heading out. I do see a wick now coming out of the top of the daily candle, signify that it's pushing it back down. Matter of fact, let's just open it up, let you see it here on this screen so you can see it. Let me stretch it out so you can see it. All right, you see that? See that wick over here on the left? Let me just make this whole thing. This is the daily chart. All right, man, that's a massive move right there. But this candle right here confirmed that it would do this. Man, that's a shooting star. So that right there confirmed that the next day we're probably gonna do exactly what we see. And if this candle close really green today, we might even get another push to the upside. We'll just see. All right, but you see the wick coming out now. Now we're getting some sell pressure. They pushing they're taking profit, and they pushing the whole candle. They pushing the candle back down. But of course, that can be just short term. just short term. Look at the candle; it's all green as it stands. The bulls are still in control because the daily candle is totally green. Look at the momentum down here. You got a nice little momentum right here. See how it was dying out, but then all of a sudden it just popped back up. And look, if you can see this on the daily, you see it. You yesterday you got this candle that's shorter than the today's candle. Now, if it trigger a sell off and push it all the way back down, then this candle can close the day lower, but it could continue to just stack up, or it can step down. All right, but it's definitely pulling back now. See where I had my resistance here on the daily? I found that resistance at 587, and there's another one at 588. But I had 588, but it actually came all the way up to 587.90. It doesn't mean that it's gonna always hit it spot on, but it got close, So that's important to learn how to find support and resistance. There we go. Now we're pulling back. Okay, we pulling back. This is not the kind of breakout that I was talking about that continue to go all like here, just keep going up all day. We're getting a nice pullback. So we're getting a nice pullback right here. We might come back and retest VWAP. Now there's a good possibility you can be looking at puts, but at the same time, no, not just yet. Why? Because we're still sitting on what was previous resistance is now still support, is breaking it, but we still need a candle to confirm below this line. As long as it's on this line, it's still support. It can easily turn around and pull right back up and set and close, you know, have a nice wick that push it back up, and then it still close above this line. Technically, we still dealing with this line until a candle, red candle, or a candle regardless at this point, you confirm that you broke the support if a candle open and close below the red line here, that I would just change the color just for the sake of teaching, just to make it different. It has to close below this line. All right, now the question might be, why didn't I do a gold box? Because we had a breakout. I didn't have to do one. We had a nice little breakout from pre-market. We had a breakout. It wasn't a breakout all day breakout, but this is definitely a breakout. I wish it had continued up, but it's pulling back. They taking profit. Look at the wick on the left side. It's pulling back for now. So we might come back and retest VWAP. If this candle, how many minutes? We got 9 seconds. Okay. Let's see how this next candle play out. So it might be about to pull back to here. But if this candle come back up and touch this line, we still playing with this line right here. But let's see. The RSI now finally pull back in. We might come back and on the RSI. It's a possibility that it can come back and retest the center line here. Okay, another thing that I see on the 5-minute is that the MACD is crossing over. Your volume bars here are curved over and thinning out. We finally getting a little red on it, but again, that all that can change if we having a breakout day. We might be just finding some consolidation right here, bounce off of some support, maybe come down and retest it and just continue up. That can happen. Just don't know. You just have to wait and see at this point. Everybody has their own strategy. It doesn't make their strategy better than anyone else. At the end of the day, learn how to make money. Any strategy is good if you make money. Everybody, you got a lot of people, and I never knock anybody. Never knock anybody. I don't care what strategy you use. Find you a strategy. Or if you don't know what to do, find someone that's making money and learn that strategy. And after some time, you'll develop some of your own, some strategies of your own. That's exactly what happened to me. I kind of look at it like, I play the bass guitar. I'm not a pro. I don't, I do play the bass guitar, but I remember when I first started playing the bass, um, just playing around with it, um, and I started getting all right with it. Started getting pretty, my little slap bass and all that stuff, getting better and better with that stuff. But then I would go to the music store, and there would be guys in there, man, they pop, pop, I mean, just hitting that thing, and and I was nowhere near as good as that. But I learned something from them, like how you did that right there, and how did you do that? And they showed me the little technique, and then I go back home and I practice that technique, and then I learn, and then at the time of me, you know, learning how to play with other people, I finally, picked up on my own little style or whatever. Got my own little style. I'm still not a professional bass player because I keep picking it up and putting it down. Well, it's the same thing with this. You learn a strategy, a few strategies out there, so many of them, and just find what work. And when you find what work, stick to that. Stay with that strategy. The key to making money in this is to stick with your disciplines, find your strategy, and just repeat it over and over and over. The key thing is always put a stop loss. Man, if I can go back and rewind the hand of time, the amount of money that I would be sitting on, the money that I lost, I won't say sitting on because I got that back and some, most of it, way all the money over the couple of years ago. I've surpassed that in profits now. But what I'm saying is that if just say if I got it back, just say I had never lost it though. My goodness, I would be sitting even higher. But anyway, I went, but the deal is I didn't have a discipline when it came down to stop loss. I just I wish I can go back and change that. But it was a learned lesson. I lost, but I learned. That's the key thing. You gotta be a learner, but I can tell you this: be a quick learner. You can, I tell people this. I've said this. I'm a church guy, um, and I've told people this right here. I've taught this, lesson before. Is that there are characters in the Bible that that you see that have did things that are right, and then you see those who did things that are wrong. You got those who did things right, you see the outcome of their life, and you see the outcome of those who do wrong by the same token. My thing is, how about learn from them the outcome? You can learn from others, or you can be an example to others. You can learn from others, or you can be an example. That's one of the things that I try to tell people. So I just rather learn from others. I don't. I've never. I'm married. Um, been married now since 1996, and I've never went outside of my marriage. I've never been with no one outside of my marriage, and but at this, and I'm a godly man. I don't play no games or anything like that. But at the same time, I know that I have flesh. I don't put myself in a position to fall. David, I learned from David, King David. Hey, you know, just stay away from some things and you won't get in trouble. But I also learned that that the consequences that followed his actions, oh my goodness, it was terrible. And so I put myself in a position where I learn from other people that I don't want to go that way. Where you can apply the same thing in this, you can learn disciplines. And I hope my analogy made a little sense there. but you can learn disciplines and you can learn from other people, right? What to do, not to do, and you can learn from yourself. When you make a mistake, write it down, and then at the end of the trading day or the trading session that you're in, you go back and just look at what could I've done better. I need to learn from this. Take that loss and turn it into an L and say, what did I learn? Learn from it. You can learn from others. You can learn from your own mistakes. I'm sure David, for example, let me close it out by saying about David. David, the Bible says that after the situation that he had with infidelity, David goes down as in scripture that says, and David did not do anything else wrong ever again in that regard. He learned from the suffering, the reaping rather. He learned, he lost, he failed, but he learned and he never went back and did anything like that again. So you can learn from failure. You can learn from falling, or you can learn that when you make a mistake in trading, don't lose hope, don't fall apart, don't give up. Just learn from it, learn from the mistake, get back in, get to making some money. You lose a little money. The discipline is put a stop loss. The last few videos, if you go back, I didn't get a chance to make any trades live, or I did a couple of them, but it wasn't no significant moves like this. It was rather choppy. But today was really, in my opinion, this was a good day right here. All right, and so I didn't make um 10 G's or 2,000 or 3,000. I'm looking at it now. We all watching this together. You know, this thing can take off and go back up some more. We just have to wait and see. Um, but if I see, I'll let you know. I'll jump right back in, and you might see um a $300 or $400 profit. Um, if we can get enough momentum and we get from here we break out again. But let's just wait and see. We need a candle to open and close. So I hope my analogy helped. That's what it. Learn from your mistakes. Learn. If you lost, learn. Turn the L into a learn. If you lose, learn from your mistakes. Write it down. Go over it. What did I do wrong? Those are the things that help me. And then I'll tell you another thing, just like driving a car. The more you do this, the better you get at it. It take time in the seat. You get better and better. You become more confident in your trades. All of that'll come. You just now day trading can be a little bit stressful. I'll give you another example of I mentioned this in another video. I was talking about what was I talking? Yeah, the leap options. And I even showed yesterday. I even showed everyone what it looks like when you buy the shares compared to the stock itself. And so I'm looking at my Nvidia shares as I shared yesterday. The ones that I just shared yesterday, and I'm up on my Nvidia shares alone, just the stock itself. I'm up 25% right now. But on my leap options, that it's the same equivalent amount. I bought them at the same time. My leap options, and I paid pretty much the same price. My leap options up 109% right now. My stocks that I bought, the amount of shares that I bought when Nvidia was down, I bought the um leap options at the same time. And again, my stocks are up 23%, but my leap options are up 100, and now as I speak, it just went up 110%. So it's still moving up. Nvidia must be moving. Let's see here. Where is it now? Yeah, yeah. It's at $130. Nvidia is smoking today. Look at that. You see my price targets? Look at Nvidia. Now, Nvidia, this is a breakout. This right here, my friends, is I should have been trading. Matter of fact, I should have been trading Nvidia if I instead of trading the SPY. My lord, this is a classic breakout right here, folks. And this is a breakout. Look at this. This is where it goes up, man. It's not gonna pull back today. This going up. One, look at this. I had my price target here at 5. What is that? At I had my price target at 118.71. Look, it gapped up. This was yesterday's candle, right? This was Friday's candle. Monday, this is this candle. So it gapped up. Look at this. It gapped up again today. This morning, it gapped up. My. And look at it. It is running. Now, this print right here, this is a real breakout. The breakout that I was hoping to see on SPY this morning, but look at this here. Good night. Whoa. Good night. Look at that right there, man. I'm sorry, folks. I'm getting a little excited right now. Golly. But it came right out of pre-market. Pre-market. And see that? This is a breakout right here. Look at that. This is what I'm saying. When it breaks out and you trying to buy a put, you're gonna get smoked. You're not. It's printing. This is printing right now. You trying to buy a put like this, it ain't coming back down. It's not gonna come back down like that. It might come back and retest just a little bit. It might. What I believe, when it usually when it runs up like this, it'll get up here, stay like this. If just say right now, this is the highest it go. It'll get up here and do this for the rest of the day, all day, all the way up to the market close. It might pop up a little bit, pop down a little bit, and then just stay right up in here. But not that far down. I went too far down right there. Come down just a little bit right here, and then it continue up all the way for the rest of the day. And you got people buying puts here. They buying puts, thinking it's gonna just hit right here and pull all the way back down. Man, keep waiting on that junk. Keep waiting on that. On a breakout like this. Just keep waiting on it. Look at the daily. Look at that green colossal candle like that. Now, tomorrow, maybe it might come back and reclaim half of this candle. But today, mm-mm. Unless some bad news come. My goodness, even on the daily, look at this. Look at this. We about to get into look at this. It's stair stepping up, man. Nvidia is a beast. Look at that. We are even on the daily, the purple line here, we are about to go over um into overbought territory. I wanted to get I would it would be nice. Let's go back and see if I can find one in the yeah. See that? I would like for it to be oversold territory on the daily like that. And it just stay above and we get these huge runs, man. That would be beautiful. Mm, 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 mm. We got in. We have earnings when May on Wednesday, May 28th. We got earnings coming up right here. So we're getting real close to earnings. That's why it's running like this. People trying to get in before earnings. Nvidia is a really, really great company. It's one of the at one point it was worth more than Apple and Microsoft. Um, but Nvidia is $1 trillion company. It's 10:01. We missed this run right here. I'm not getting in it now. We missed that run. but I don't think it's gonna pull back unless there's some bad news. It's just been my experience that if it pull back, it's just gonna stay in a little channel up here, and if anything, it can continue to stair step up. We might get a pullback tomorrow. People might take profits. Some of the day traders or some traders. But I see it now. See this? Let me show y'all another resistance that I see. It can be resistance anywhere, but here's another strong level of resistance right here. 135.03. If we can get and hold this zone and it continue to move up, we can possibly hit this. But there's a very, very strong possibility that we might get a pullback out of a nice run up like this tomorrow. We might come back to somewhere like right here. Let me put a line right here. It's a very good possibility that we can come back. See, we got the 200 EMA right here. It can pull back to that and then bounce off of that and continue up to the upside in the next few days leading up to earnings. So there's another way to trade this if you're not already in. Instead of buying up here like this, if you bought right now, if you was trading it and wanting to hold it to earnings, you now buying at the top. I would just wait till tomorrow. My opinion, wait till tomorrow and see if we get a pullback, or if we can get a candle on the daily to close above this line right here. This line becomes support, and then you want to get in right here. See that? You get a candle to open and close above this line right here. Right here. You on the daily, it would be right here on VWAP tomorrow. I would be surprised if it come back to VWAP today. It possibly can. It can, but it's a breakout. It's just been my previous experiences that once it run up like this, it continues to go up like that, pulling all the way back down unless it's unless they just really want to take some profits. It's just been my experience that it never come back. Not to say that this won't happen, but that's just been my previous experiences. All right, it's 10:03. It's not moving much more. It's staying in this zone. We got support right here. We got resistance right here. Support right here. It did peak out and came. It did come back into the band. It found support here. It didn't make its way back down to the VWAP on the 5 minute, but it did come here. Found some support here and bounced off there. Come back in. Came back in. I didn't try to bother to go and see where resistance was. I'm done. I made my little money. I'm out of here. All right, man, that NVIDIA is just on fire. Golly. My NVIDIA was all the way down on my stocks. And now it's #1 again. It's above my VTI, my VU. Oh, Meta doing good too. Good night. Whew. Even my Exxon made a full recovery. Got a little Apple. Oh my goodness, they all doing good. Man, let's look at crypto. Crypto, what is okay? Crypto pulling back again, but it's back red. And it's not a. I don't see nothing real major, but yeah. Oh my. All right, folks. I'm out of here. Thank you for joining. Consider um, liking, subscribing to my channel. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. And tomorrow is Wednesday. If I do a live trade tomorrow, I would be finished, no doubt, by 9:45. I have other things to do. I have church and all that stuff. So anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care now.